Well, good afternoon, Valley pet lovers. Welcome to Pets on Parade, which is brought to you by 3TV. I'm Ashliegh Goebel from the Arizona Humane Society. So glad you could join us today. We have several pets looking for new homes, and the Arizona Humane Society believes that every pet deserves a good life. And we have the belief that's driven the Arizona Humane Society to serve a critical role in our community for nearly 30 years. Today we'll share stories on how we rescue, heal, adopt, and advocate for homeless pets like Zoe here, and how we're committed to providing second chances and saving the lives of thousands of animals just like her. And Buster and Brother were looking pretty scrappy when they arrived at our shelter. They were covered in matted fur, and needless to say, they were in desperate need of a groom. We'll reveal their new hairdo and look later on in the show. And it's puppy season and kitten season. That means Valley shelters are littered with youngsters who aren't quite ready to go up for adoption. Rocco was raised in a foster home, and today we'll tell you how you can join our foster team and help us save more lives. But first, I want you to meet my very special little co-host here. This is Lilo. He's a 14-week-old Chihuahua, and he was in pretty bad shape when he was rescued by our emergency animal medical technicians. This little guy was infested with ticks. He had a large burn all the way down his back. Our medical team has gotten him off to a good start, and now he needs a home where he can just reside indoors. Of course, he gives lots of puppy kisses. The puppy breath is just irresistible, and he loves to crawl into your lap of any dog lover. Now, we start off the show today with Vincent and Taffy, two rowdy kittens, but thankfully we have the third grade students from Trinity Lutheran High School helping us out on the show today. Ski, these Kit Kats arrived at our shelters, itty-bitty kitties. They benefited from our foster program.
They did. Foster mom Beth took care of these kittens. Alex here is helping me. And they were in foster care for weight gain, so they had to be bottle fed till they were 2 pounds, able to be spayed and neutered, and then go up for adoption. Mom says that Vincent here is very adventurous, brave, and curious. And Taffy here is a little more mellow, loves to just purr. You pick her up, and she is just going to start purring, purring, purring all over you. Now, they benefited from the foster program, and by being part of that program, they were able to open up space for another animal who is in need of care. So every time you foster an animal, you do expand the walls of the shelter. For more information, you certainly could check out our website, azhumane.org. But these guys are ready to go, so a new set of kittens can come in and get the same care they got.
Yes, fostering is an amazing way to help us save animals. If you would like to open up your heart and home for sick, injured, or underweight pets who aren't quite ready for adoption, you can join us for our upcoming orientation next Saturday at our Sunny Slope campus. We provide all of the supplies, the medical care. All you have to do is just shower that pet with unconditional love. And again, more information at azhumane.org. Now, the Arizona Humane Society cares for all the sick and injured strays in Maricopa County. So, Lisa, when Jade here arrived at our doorstep, of course we couldn't turn her away.
Jade is a 1-year-old Shepherd Belgian Malinois mix, and when she arrived, she was literally just skin and bones. You can still see she's very, very thin. Zach is helping me here control Jade, but as very, very friendly girl, loves to give kisses, as you can tell. But she came in, she was exhausted, we found her a kennel, she literally gobbled down a bowl of food and then headed straight to bed and took a good long nap. And we were able to provide that wonderful food and shelter for strays like this, and then now it's her turn to find a forever home. She's good with kids, and she is house trained and leash trained, and as you can see, very social. Shepherds and Malinois are very smart breeds, so she's going to be a great one to take through training or agility. But come down and meet Jade. She is just a wonderful specimen to take home.
And she's even good with cats. I mean, that's great. Beautiful dog. Well, with over 180 certified dog breeds, choosing the right dog to fit your lifestyle can be difficult. So every week we give you some insight on a particular breed, and Perry, today we're featuring the Dachshund.
Right, Ashley. There's some evidence that this dog may date back to Egyptian times, because there's been pictures in pyramids showing short-legged little long dogs. Give credit to the country of Germany in the 18th century for really bringing us the dog we know today. The Dachshund, and I will say Dachshund. There's all kind of different pronunciations, Dachshund, you'll hear it. I'm going to say Dachshund. Dach means badger in German. Hund means dog, so this is the badger dog. And they were bred for that purpose, to get badgers, which is an animal that burrows into the ground. So you've got this nice, long, skinny dog with a big tail on the back that you can pull him out of the hole with when he goes after those badgers. That was their function. They come in 3 varieties. This happens to be the smooth-coated. There is a long-haired Dachshund and also a wire-haired Dachshund. This guy was probably the first, though, the smooth-coated ones. Queen Victoria, as I say many weeks, she had one of these, which really vaulted their popularity. They have been in the top 10, and they are currently ranked number 10 as the AKC most popular dog in the United States right now. This little guy, Patrick, he is a great little guy. He's a great specimen of a Dachshund. Look how beautiful he is. He likes to race around the yard. He is a master tug-of-war specialist. He is a great walker on leash, although he's got a pretty brisk little walk. So if you think you're going to walk a slow motion type of a dog, you're wrong. This guy's going to give you quite a little pep in your step. He is a gorgeous Dachshund. Come on down and check him out today.
If you would like to adopt Patrick, he is available today at 3 p.m. at our Nice and Mason Polium Campus for Compassion, located at 15th Avenue in Dobbins. You know, don't shop at a pet store for a purebred when you can find a pedigree at your local animal shelter. And Julie adopted her standard poodle, Willie, from the Arizona Humane Society. Now he's a therapy dog and helps out at Phoenix Children's Hospital. In this photo, Willie had just met up with his friend Lily, another rescue poodle, for yappy hour and playtime at the park. Pretty adorable, I say so. Now, Precious is a really sweet boxer. She has a firm grip on all the basic commands. And Lisa, this dog knows sit and shake, but what she doesn't know is how she ended up at the shelter.
She is very confused. She's 7 years old. I think a lot of times when you end up at the shelter, you're a little confused. There's a lot of dogs, people, activity that she just isn't used to. She is absolutely a wonderful dog, and she's good with older children. And we have seen that she's been pretty good with dogs at the shelter, so we recommend always that you bring your dog down. But Precious is looking for a nice, calm, quiet home, somebody who will want to take her for slow walks in the morning when it's cool. But she is a gentle soul, and she is just looking for somebody to live out her golden years with. So Gabriel and I are going to show off wonderful Precious here.
Well, animal rescuers from the Arizona Humane Society assisted in the rescue of trapped and injured wildlife and exotic animals, and last week they were called to help 2 baby owls who had been thrown in a dumpster. The feathered friends were taken to Wild at Heart Raptors, and they're being cared for by staff and raised by other adult owls. And from climbing into dumpsters to crawling the storm drains, the Arizona Humane Society's emergency animal rescuers taken animals from the most peculiar places. And joining us today is EAMT Andy Gallo. Andy does a great job at rescuing those owls, and he's on the show with us today. Now, Andy, tell us where you found your friend Willow here.
Okay, so this is Willow. We got a call about her being stuck up maybe 40-45 feet up a palm tree, and when I got out there, we didn't actually initially see her, and then we started to kind of hear her meow and try to get our attention, and I realized there was no way to get up in the tree. I circled it, and I kind of tried to plan out all the different tools and things that we have, and I kind of figured the only way to do it is to contact the fire department. So I got a hold of them to get one of their buckets up there, and they were more than willing to help us out. They showed up, we got in the bucket, and we were able to get her down. You could tell she was hungry, she was thirsty, she was very, very scared. I was terrified she was going to jump. But we were able to get her, and she's doing great. She's turned out to be extremely sweet, very, very soft. She does have a mind of her own, so she does like to sort of do her own thing. But she's very, very sweet. She's going to make a great pet. You can sit here and pet her for hours, and she'll just sit here and take it.
And she is available at our Sunny Slope campus if you're interested in making Willow this tree-climbing feline part of your family. Thanks, Andy, for being on the show today. All right, well, stay with us. We'll give you some tips on what to do if you come across a stray litter of kittens when we come back.